Hello everyone. So we are going to solve one numerical problem on fin heat transfer and to determine the efficiency of the fin. Problem statement is as follows. There is a longitudinal fin which is having thermal conductivity of 380 watt per meter degree Celsius. Its length is 600 mm. Its diameter is 5 mm. It is exposed to the air stream which is having a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and the convection heat transfer coefficient is 20 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Also the base surface temperature of the fin is 150 degrees Celsius. In these conditions, if there is insulated condition of the fin at the tip, we need to find out how much is the heat transferred in kilojoule per hour, as well as we need to find out the efficiency of the fin. So firstly, we will start writing down the given things. So the parameters which are given to us are as follows. So the parameters which are given to us, thermal conductivity of the fin material, it is 380 watt per meter degree Celsius, or it will be watt per meter Kelvin, one and the same thing. After that, the length of the fin is 600 mm. We need to convert that into meter. So what we get is divided by 1000. So we get 0.6 meter is the length of the fin. Then there is diameter of the fin which is given. It is 5 mm. So divided by 1000, what you get is 0.005 meter. Afterwards, air temperature, that means T infinity, it is equal to 20 degree Celsius. Then there is heat transfer coefficient H, which is equal to 20 watt per meter square degree Celsius or per meter square Kelvin. The base surface temperature is T0 and it is equal to 150 degree Celsius. So all these are given things. So we need to find out, we have how much is Q fin if tip is insulated. Writing this physical condition is important. Why? Because it will help us about the formula of heat transfer, like which one to select, because whether it is infinitely long or it is insulated tip fin. And the second thing that we need to calculate is efficiency of fin and how much is that. So now we can proceed towards the solution of the problem. So we know that the heat transfer rate from insulated tip fin is given like this. Heat transfer from the fin is equal to root of HPK AC multiplied by theta 0 multiplied by hyperbolic tan of the quantity ml. Now out of these, we have heat transfer coefficient, we have thermal conductivity, we indirectly have theta 0, we have length L. So we need to find out perimeter P, cross-sectional area AC and parameter M. So now let us proceed. So P will be nothing but the perimeter, so that P is equal to pi d. Let us substitute the values. Diameter is 0.005. So let us solve it. I will solve it on the calc directly. So it gives you pi into 0.005. So 0.0157 is the perimeter. Meter is the perimeter. Now the next parameter that we need to calculate is the area. So how much is that cross-sectional area? So it will be equal to AC, and that will be pi by 4 t square. So it is equal to pi by 4 multiplied by 0.005, which is the diameter, and whole square. So let us solve it. How much is that? So it will be pi by 4 multiplied by 0.005 square. So that will be 1.963 into 10 raised to minus 5. So I will write it over here. 1.963 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter square is the cross-sectional area AC. Alright, now we will need to calculate the next thing, which is theta 0. So here, how much is theta 0? It is simply T0 minus T infinity. From the given quantities, T0 is 150, T infinity is 20. So ultimately it is 130 degree Celsius. The next thing that we need is M. M is given as root of HP upon KAC. Now we will use some common sense over here so that we can reduce the terms in our calculation. So as we know, H is already given, perimeter pi is nothing but pi d, K is there, and cross-sectional area is actually pi by 4 d square. So what you will observe, there is one pi in the numerator and one pi in the denominator, so they can cancel each other. One diameter in the numerator and one diameter from the square in the denominator, they can cancel each other. This 4 from the denominator of the denominator can go into the numerator. So ultimately what do we get? We get equation like this. We get 4h upon kT. So this will hold true if it is a cylindrical fin. In case of other geometry of the fin, this will not be correct. So this is simply what we did. We simply reduced the terms that we need to put in the calculator. So this is 4 into h, which is 20, divided by k is 380 and diameter is 0.005. So on the basis of this, we can calculate our m. So I will calculate it. So it will be square root of, I need to put the bracket because it is the square root of the entire term and not the square root of only 80 or 380 or 0.005. So that's why it will be square root of 80 divided by one more bracket 380 multiplied by 0.005. So first bracket complete and last bracket complete. So what I get is 6.488. That will be the value of m. So m is equal to 6.488. Its unit will be per meter. So now I have almost all the quantities to determine the heat transfer rate. So let us proceed for it. So what we get over here, Q fin is equal to root of h. H is 20. Perimeter P is equal to 0.0157. K is 380. AC 1.963 into 10 raised to minus 5, that's the term for the square root bracket, multiplied by theta 0 outside the square root, remember. So that will be 130 multiplied by hyperbolic tan of the quantity ml. So m is 6.488 multiplied by length 0.6. So we have the entire equation in front of us. Let us calculate and find out what will be its solution for the given conditions. So let us proceed. I will put this entire equation, entire valuation in the calc once again. So it will be root of h into P 0.0157 K AC 1.963 into 10 raised to minus 5. So the square root is complete, multiplied by 130 multiplied by hyperbolic tan of ml. M is 6.488. We need to put that ml entirely inside the bracket, multiplied by length 0.6. So we get 6.286 as the quantity of heat transfer. So the total quantity of heat transfer in this case, it will be 6.286 watt. This will be total heat transfer from the fin. Okay, but still the answer is incomplete. But still the answer is incomplete because the heat transfer rate has been asked in the question in kilojoule per hour. While that we have determined it is in watt, so it means it is actually 6.286 joule per second. But we want it in kilojoule per hour. Now first we understand what is the meaning of this joule per second. It simply means that in 1 second 6.286 amount of 6.286 joules amount of heat energy is being transferred. So this is in 1 second. We need it for 1 hour. In 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So we will multiply this term by 3600. 3600, I shall write it like this, second per hour. Okay, but now in this case you will observe that second and second will be cancelled, but now the quantity that you will have, it will be joule per hour. 6.286 multiplied by 3600, these many, whatever it will be, joules per hour. We want it in kilojoule, so we have to divide this by 1000, so that we will get it in kilojoule per hour. So I hope this explanation is clear to you. So this 6.286, let us do it in the calculator. 6.286 multiplied by 3600 divided by 1000, so that gives you 22.629. so 22.63 kilojoule per hour is the rate of heat transfer which is taking place from this fin of 5 mm diameter and 600 mm length. That's your first answer. And then there is the next answer. Because you already have m, so the next answer will not take much time. So in this next step you need to find out the efficiency. So efficiency of the fin, it is in this case, because it is insulated tip fin, that's why it will be hyperbolic tan of ml divided by ml. We already have all the necessary quantities, so it will be hyperbolic tan of m is 6.488 multiplied by 0.6 divided by 6.488 multiplied by 0.6. So let us find out. Actually this expression should be multiplied with 100, so that whatever the value comes out of this entire quantity, we will get that in terms of percentages. So let us calculate that. So I will again calculate it in front of you. So it will be hyperbolic tan of the quantity 6.488 multiplied by 0.6. This is the numerator. Now the denominator, put one bracket because the ratio is to the entire ml quantity. 6.488 multiplied by 0.6, and then multiply this entire equation by 100. So what you get is 25.66. If you do not multiply it by 100, in that case it will give you 0.2566 multiplied by 100, you get 25.667. So that's the efficiency of the fin, 25.667%. That's the efficiency of the fin. Now remember, like I told in the question also, this numerical problem was asked for 10 marks in the Mumbai University examination. I will just put it here for your remembrance. It was asked in Mumbai University examination in June 2018, and that also for 10 marks. So I think that it's not difficult to get these marks because all the calculations are pretty simple. I hope this numerical lecture is useful to you. Thank you very much.